Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this session we are going to learn the first chapter of the ninth standard. The name of that standard, the name of the chapter is the set. In the earliest video we have seen the definition of the sets. Then we have also seen the methods of writing the set. There are two methods of writing the sets. First is a listing method and second is a rule method. In this way, in that video we have seen all the points. Now in this video we are going to learn the another topic of the set, and the name of that topic is the types of the sets. There are four types of the sets according to the elements in the sets. So how many elements in the set? According to that there are four types of the sets. So let us see the types of set one by one. The first type is called as the singleton set. The first set is called as the singleton set. So what is meant by singleton set? Singles mean only one. Single mean here one. If the set contains a single element, then that type of the set is called as the singleton set. So let us take the one example. Suppose there is a set A, and the set A is like this: set of all y such that y minus 5 is equal to 0. This set is written by the rule method. So how many elements in this set? In order to find out the elements in the set, we have to solve here the given equation. The given equation is y minus 5 is equal to 0. Transpose this 5 on the right hand side, so we get here y is equal to 0 plus 5, and finally we get here y is equal to 5. It means that in the set A there is only one element, and that is a 5. So such a type of the set is called as the singleton set. So this is the first example. Let us take one more example. B is the set of all x such that x is a natural number, but here the value of x is a greater than 5 but smaller than 7. So this is the condition given in the set. So in order to find out the elements of the set B, so which condition is given? The value of x is a natural number, means it is 1 2 3 4 etc. We know here the natural numbers 1 2 3 4 5, these are the natural numbers, but we want here the natural number such that which is greater than 5 but smaller than 7. So there is a only one number, and that is a 7. So sorry, that is the 6. The 6 number is greater than 5 but smaller than 7. There is no any other number than 6 in the set of the natural set which is greater than 5 and smaller than 7. So this set B contains here only one element, and that is 6. So such a type of the sets are called as the singleton set. Singletons means in that set there is only one element. We can write here like this also 0. This is also an example of the singleton set. Okay, now let us move to the another type of the set, that is called as the null set, or that is also called as the empty set. So according to the meaning, so empty means containing no elements, means if there is no element in the set which satisfy the given condition, then that type of the set is called as the null set or empty set. Null set is generally denoted by here like this two curly brackets, and otherwise you can denote the empty set by this type of letter. This is the phi. This letter is a phi. You can pronounce this letter as a phi. So just draw the 0, write the 0 and make one vertical lines. So we become here one type of letter. That letter is called as the phi. This letter belongs to the Greek alphabet. Okay, means here if there is a no element in the set, then that type of the set is called as the empty set. So like this is the empty set. Suppose there is another example. Let B is the set of all x such that x is the element of the natural set, but the value of x is a greater than suppose 10 and smaller than 11. So here which condition is given here? X is a natural number, no doubt. Natural numbers we know here 1 2 3 4 up to infinity, these are the natural numbers. But here if we write the natural numbers like this 9 10 11 12 etc. like this, so these are the natural numbers. So the value of x is greater than 10 but smaller than 11. So there is no any natural number which satisfying this given condition. Hence in the set B there is no any element, hence this set B is a empty set. B is called as an empty set. Now what about this set C? In this set C there is a element 0. The name of the element is 0, but number of elements are 1. In the set C the number of elements is 1, hence it is not a empty set. Note that this set C is not the example of the empty set or the null set. Null set means there is no any element. Okay, so let us take one more example. C is the set of all x such that x is a prime number. X is a prime number smaller than 2. Prime number smaller than 2. Prime number smaller than 2. So there is no any prime number which is smaller than 2. Note that 1 is neither prime number nor a composite number. 2 is the smallest prime number, and also note that this 2 is a even prime number. Remaining prime numbers are the even prime numbers. Okay, so in the set C there is no any element, hence this is an example of the empty set. Third type of the set is a finite set. Finite means if there is a set and in that set there are the countable elements, the number of elements in the set are countable or the elements are limited. The elements are limited. Limited means we can count it. Elements are limited. Such a type of the set is called as the finite set, or we can say that the elements are countable. If we start the elements are countable, you can count it, hence it is called as the countable. If we start the counting of the elements 1 2 3 4 and it comes to end, such a type of elements are called as the countable elements. So if there is a set containing the limited elements or the countable elements, then that type of the set is called as the finite set. Let us take one example of this set, finite set. Suppose there is a set A containing the elements here 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 10. So this type of the set is called as the finite set. In this set there are 10 elements. Suppose there is a set B containing the elements like this 1 2 3 up to 1000. Then again it is a countable. There are 1000 elements, hence this is the example of the finite set. Means if the elements are limited or countable, then that type of the set is called as the finite set. Let us take one more example. X is the set of natural numbers and x is less than or equal to 20. Note this, x is a natural number, but here the limitation is given. The value of x is less than or equal to 20. Means in this set C there are 20 elements, hence this is also an example of the finite set. Finite means if the elements are countable or the elements are limited, then it is a finite set. The number of students in your class, this is also an example of the finite set. the number of students in your school, this is also a finite set. Note this. Now the last type of the set is a infinite set. The last one is a infinite. So according to the name, infinite means if we start the counting of the elements of the set, then the counting does not comes to end, then that type of the sets is called as the infinite set. Suppose that the set of the natural number, if we write the natural number, then we can write like this 1 2 3 4 up to the infinity. The smallest natural number is a 0, but the largest number we cannot define, or we cannot say here the largest natural number. Hence this set is called as the infinite set. There are infinite number of the elements in that sets up to the infinity. Then the set of the whole number, the set of the whole number is also an example of the infinite set. The set of the integers, we know here the integers, yeah, -3, -1, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, in this way up to the infinity. So this is also an example of the infinite set. Then the set of the rational number, the set of the rational number is denoted by the capital letter Q. The set of the irrational number, the set of the irrational number is also an example of the infinite set. The set of the real number set is also an example of the infinite set. So these are some examples of the infinite set. Note that one thing is here, all the sets of the numbers may be natural numbers, whole numbers, or integers, rational number, irrational numbers, rational number, all the sets are infinite sets. Okay, so in this way we have seen here the types of the sets. There are 4 types: singleton set, empty set, finite set, and infinite sets. Now let us come to the another point. The another point is the equal set. So let us understood the definition or the meaning of the equal set. So equal means if there are two sets exactly containing the same elements. Note this is most important word, exactly contain the same elements, not number of elements, same elements, then this type of sets are said to be the equal sets. Means if A and B are the equal sets, then symbolically it is written like this: A is equal to B. If two sets are equal sets, then these two sets are denoted like this: A is equal to B. And if two sets are not equal, then symbolically it is written like this: A is not equal to B, means these two sets are not equal sets. Okay, so let us take one example. First example, A is the set of all Y such that Y is a letter in the word life, and there is another set B containing the letter set B of the set Y such that Y is the letter of the word file. So let us try to write the set A by using the listing method. This method is called the set given in the rule method. So let us convert this set by using the list method. If we start the writing the set A by listing method, then we get here the elements of the set A. The first element means the letter from the word life, so that is L. Then the word is I, then the word is F, and then the word is E. So in this sets there are 4 elements: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in the second set B, so let us write the second set B by listing method. So which are the words? F here, then I, then L, and then E. So observe the set A and B. In the set A there are letter L, in the B is letter L. Means contain the same elements. I is here, F is also here in the second set, E is also in both the sets. So all the elements of the set A are in the set B. Such a type of the sets are called as the equal set. Here A and B are the equal set, so we can write here the set A and B contains the same elements, hence A is equal to B. Okay. Now let us take one more example to understand the meaning of the equal set. If there are set A and B given like this, observe that in the set A there are 4 elements. The elements are 1, 3, 5 and 7. In the set B there are also 4 elements. The elements are 2, 4, 6 and 8. So in the set count the element 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 elements are there. Note this. 4 elements are there. In the set B 1, 2, 3 and 4. In the set B there are also 4 elements. But here the elements in the A are not exactly same as the elements given in the set B. So according to the definition, these two sets are not equal set. Note that the numbers of elements are equal, but the elements are not exactly same. Hence, set A and B are not equal sets. The elements are here. The number of elements in the set A and B are not equal. Are equal, but the elements are not exactly same. Hence, set A and B are not the equal sets. So, in this way, we can understand the definition of the equal set. So, let us move to the practice set 1.2 that is given in your textbook. So, let us try to solve the example one by one. So, take one example from the practice set. The first example in the practice set is given like this. Decide which of the following are the equal sets and which are not. So, justify your answer. You have to justify your answer by giving the proper reason, not only to say sets are equal or sets are not equal. You have to justify your answer. So, first example is like this. In the example there are 3 sets. A containing the set of x such that 3x minus 1 is equal to 2. B is the set of all x such that x is a natural number but x is neither prime nor a composite number. And the third one is a set C containing x such that x is the element of n but x is less than 2. So let us try to write the set A in the list method. This is given in the rule method. So convert this set A into the rule method. So in the set A we have to solve here the given equation. In the given equation 3x minus 1 is equal to 2. Transpose this one on the right hand side. So we get here plus 1. 3x is equal to 3. And if we solve, means if we transpose this 3 on this side. So if we transpose this 3, so we get here 3 upon 3 and that is 1. X is equal to 1, means in the set A there are only one element and that is 1. So in this way let us try to find out the elements of the set B. B is the set of the natural number but x is neither prime nor composite number. So here 1 is the only natural number which is neither prime. Note this, 1 is neither prime number nor a composite number. Hence in the set B there is only one element again and that will be the x, that will be the 1. So what about the elements in the set C? So here the x is a member of n. N means natural numbers. The value may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. But here one more condition is given. The value of x is less than 1. So there is only one natural number that is less than 1 and that is 1. So here in the C there is also one element and that will be the 1. So from 1, 2 and 3 we can say that in the set A, B, C there are equal elements. In the sets A, B, C there are equal elements because they contain only one element and that is 1. Hence set A is equal to set B is equal to set C. So in this way we solve here the first example. So let us move to the second example. A is the even prime number. A is the set of even prime number, and here the set B is equal to the set of all x such that 7x minus 1 is equal to 13. We have to decide whether the sets are the equal sets or not with the proper reason. So in this way, so in the set A, if we try to write the set by using the list method, then we get here A containing only 2, because 2 is the only even prime number, and the all remaining prime numbers are the odd prime numbers. There is only one even prime number, and that is 2. So what about in the set B? In the set B, so let us solve this equation 7x minus 1, transpose this one on the right hand side, so we get here 7x is equal to 13 plus 1 means 7x is equal to 14. After solving this, we get here the value of x is equal to 2. Now observe the first, in the first the set A contained 2, and the set B is also contained here the elements 2, isn't it? Means from 1 and 2 we can say that set A and B are the equal set because they contain the same element and the elements is only 2. Okay, hence set A is equal to B. This is our answer. Let us move to the another example, third example from our practice set 1.2. Which of the following set are the empty set and why? As earlier we discussed about the types of the set, and we have seen here what is meant by the empty set. Empty set means if there is no element in the set, then that type of set is called as the empty set. So first example, first sub example is given like this. A is the set of all A such that A is a natural number less than 1. We know here the natural number 1, 2, 3 and so on. Frequently we need here the set of the natural numbers. So here the smallest natural number, the least natural number is 1. 2, 3, 4 are the natural numbers, but they are greater than 1. Okay, 0 is smaller than 1, but 0 is not a natural number. Hence in this set A there are no any element. Even 0 is not the element of the set A. Note this, some student make one mistake here. They write here in the set A like this, A is equal to containing here 0, because they think that 0 is less than 1. 0 is less than 1, that is no doubt, but 0 is not a member of the natural number. Note this, 0 is not the member of the natural number, hence this is wrong. Hence there is no natural number which is less than 1, hence set A containing no any elements means set A is an empty element, empty set, hence set A is an empty set. So this is the reason. Second example is given like this, set B of all x such that x square is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the, so let us try to solve the equation x square is equal to 0. X square is equal to 0 means x is equal to 0, because the square of 0 is equal to 0, like this, 0 square is equal to 0 into 0 and that will be 0. Hence here the value of x is equal to 0 means in the set B there are an element and that will be 0. So if we try to write the set B by using the list method, then we can write like this, set B is equal to containing 0. Hence B is not an empty set because it contains an element 0. The third example, (5x is equal to 2), 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. The example is not given in the proper manner. The example is like this. C is the set of all x such that x 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. 5x minus 2 is equal to 0 and n is a natural number. So this is the example given in the textbooks. Here this sign stand for element of natural number. This example not given completely, so I make one correction here like this. C is the set of all x such that 5x minus 2 is equal to 0, but x is a member of natural number. If we solve this given equation 5x minus 2 is equal to 0, then we get here 5x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 2 upon 5. Now observe that here the value of x is equal to 2 upon 5, and we know the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the natural numbers. This 2 upon 5 is not a natural number, means it is not the member of natural number. Hence C is an empty set. Note that C is an empty set because there is no any natural number which satisfy this given equation 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. Hence the set C is an empty set. Some student make here one mistake like this. They find the value of x and then write here C is equal to like this 2 upon 3, and then they say C as not an empty set. That is wrong, because this 2 upon 3 is not the member of natural number. This condition is given. If this condition is not given, then this 2 upon 3 will be the member of C, and then the C will be not empty set. That is different thing. But in this example, the set C is an empty set. The last example question, the last question from the practice set 1.2, and the question is like this: write with the reason which of the following sets are the finite set or the infinite set. As earlier we discussed about the types of the set. In the types of set, we have seen here the definition of the finite set. Finite set means if the set contains limited element and that are countable, then that type of the set is called as the infinite set. And if the elements are not countable, unlimited elements are there, infinite number of there, then that type of the set is called as the infinite set. So let us take the example one by one. First example, A is the set of all x such that x is less than 0 and is a natural number, and x is a natural number. Note that if we write the set A by listing method, then we get like this: A containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not 10, because 10 is not less than 10. Hence 10 is not the member of our set A. Here the elements are countable. There are 9 elements. Hence definitely it is a finite set. So we can say that set A is a finite set. This finite word is very important. So highlight this word A. The second example is like this: B is the set of all y such that the value of y is less than -1. Note this: the value of y is less than -1 and y is an integer. So in the set of the integer, so here there are numbers like the 0, 1, 2, 3 and up to infinity, and here we get -1, then -2, -3 and so on, -4, -5 up to infinity. Now this -1 is smaller than 1. This -1 is a smaller than 0. Note this. This -2 is also smaller than 1. This -2 is smaller than -1. -3 is also smaller than -1. -4 is also smaller than -1 and so on. Means here this -2 is smaller than -1. -3 is also smaller than -1. -4 is smaller than -1. Means the set B contains here -1, then -2, -3, this will be not member. Okay, -2, -3, -4, -5 and so on up to infinity. So these are the members of the set B. In the set B there are infinite numbers of the elements, hence B is the infinite set. B is the example of the infinite set here. Note this: B is the set of infinite set. So it is called as the infinite set. Third example, here the set C is the set, the number of the students of your class 9 from your school. If we start the counting the student from, if we start the counting of the number of the student from the class 9, then the counting comes to end after sometimes. In some school there may be the 50 student, in some school there are 100 student, in some school there may be more than 100 student. So in any school, if we start the counting of the number of the student from the class 9, the counting comes to end after some times. Hence it is a countable, the elements are countable, hence the set C is the finite set. Hence we can say that here the set C is a set C, hence set C is a finite set. We can write the answer like this. The next example, fourth example, the set of the peoples in your village. Okay, then the set of the peoples in the village, the set of the peoples in your village are countable. Number of villagers can be countable. They may be 1000, they may be 1 lakh, or they may be 10 lakh, or they may be 1 crore, but they are countable. Hence the set of the people in your village is a finite set because the number of people in the village are countable. The fifth example, the set of the apparatus in your laboratory. You have seen here the laboratory, science laboratory in your school. There are so many apparatus in the laboratory, but if we start the counting, it may take some time. It may take 1 day maybe, or maybe 2 days, or maybe a few days more, but the counting comes to end after some times. Means the apparatus are countable, they are not large, they are countable, hence it is a finite set. Okay, the sixth example is like this, the set of the whole numbers. Whole numbers, we know here the whole number, here 0 is the whole number, first or the smallest whole number, then 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. Means we cannot say the last whole number, the largest whole number. If we start the counting 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity, the counting does not comes to end. Hence the set of whole number is a infinite set. And we early discussed here all the sets, all the number sets, natural number set, whole number set, integers, rational number, irrational number, real number, all the sets are the infinite set. Note this, the set of whole number is a infinite set. So in this way we have seen here the examples from the practice set 1.2. If you like the examples, so please subscribe the channel in order to see all the videos which are related from your standard Mathematics 1 and Mathematics 2. Thank you for watching. Keep watching, keep learning.